2011 Audi Q5, 88,000 miles on it. Pretty nice shape, but I believe it came out of time, so we're gonna hear what it sounds like whenever I crank it over. I hope the battery has enough juice in it. If it doesn't, I have to grab the jump pack, but I was told this thing had a new battery right before I got it, so it should be in good shape. I can tell that the engine's never been out. What I typically look for is, I look at these wire ties, I look at this clamp right here, I look down here at these zip ties on this bracket right here. I can just tell that everything's from the factory, just based on the way that the wires are looking through the looms, the way that the zip ties look, the way that nothing's cut with everything looks like it's in place from the factory. So let's move on. Occasionally you're gonna find something different going on with it, but most of the time it's just the typical timing chain issue. Most of the time the chain stretches, I've gotten in my other videos. Also the timing chain tensioner is prone to failure. The original design on both of those are garbage, and I'm not gonna make excuses for it. Planned obsolescence, maybe it didn't last long enough to be satisfactory, but there's got to be a reason why they made the timing chain like a little tiny bicycle chain. They want these things to have a lifespan. They don't want them to last forever. But this one only lasted 88,000 miles. So I'm about to crank it over right now and we'll see what it sounds like. Let me get this camera a little bit closer so hopefully we can get a better noise from this engine. Here we go. Now, if you'll notice, it went ring, 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 ring. It was a fast spin. It was the rotational noise had no compression. But at the very end, I hit the gas pedal and there was a little bit of some kind of action. So we experienced this sometimes as well back whenever I worked at the old dealership. There would, for instance, be a car with a check engine light. It would come in the service bay running, and then the engine would be shut off. The person would go inside to talk with the service consultant, and then the person that works the lane would jump in and go park it, and then possibly as soon as they try to start it again from trying to move it from the service lane to park it, maybe it comes out of time and maybe it bends the valves right then. Maybe it gets parked and then someone else has to move it or something. But typically if I'm the one that rolled for it, I would know better than to put the key in the ignition and do what I just now did. This is a very touchy subject because most of the time if it's out of time, the valves are bent. But occasionally, especially in a situation where the engine is still running, it just might have a delayed start. The valves haven't bent yet, and it's just right on the edge of coming completely out of time and messing everything up. So in this particular case, I'm pretty sure that the valves are tagged a little bit, but there might be just a hair chance that it's a few teeth at a time, like two and a half, 3 teeth at a time, but it's not actually collided with the pistons yet. I didn't hear enough compression to convince myself of that, but I'm just making you aware. Sometimes you can find these things that they're a little bit at a time, but not to where the valves are bent. You can actually string a new chain on it and make the thing run again. So if you want more information on this one, I just wanted to give you the sound of what you would hear if the timing is junk. Now you're also going to have the fault code is going to be camshaft crankshaft correlation, P0016. There might be some other codes that you could have, but that's the most common one. I decided I'd go ahead and pull the codes just for you. So this is just basic old code reader. Then we're gonna turn the ignition switch on. This one actually has a start button, so I can, as long as the key is in proximity, I can just hit that button right there to the on position. And then this is just some basic rental thing from AutoZone. I had to get it spur of the moment one time years ago, and went ahead and just kept it instead of returning it. But that's exactly what I was talking about. It's the P0016, and it says that there's 3 codes. They're probably all the same exact thing. So let's see, that's the same code, but it's pending, and then same code, but it's permanent. So people will see sensor G40, engine speed sensor G28, incorrect. It's not the sensors. The sensors are doing the correct job. It's the actual timing that's out. So people will go replacing the sensors and stuff, but it's obvious to anyone that knows anything that the engine is spinning over fast. It doesn't have compression. All you have to do is turn it over, but sometimes you might not want to do that, because sometimes it might be close enough to where you could fix it without the valves being bent. Sometimes just listening to it will bend the valves. So I'll just give you that for food for thought. So in that scenario, some people might want to just take the timing chain cover off and look at it first. So if that helps someone out, throw me a like and subscribe. If you want to see more information, if you want more of this stuff, because I got to get this stuff in and out, even though I've already got other videos. If you want to see more, tell me in the comments, and I can, because everything's a little bit different. There's always something that you might be able to learn from. Let me know if you want more videos on the same old stuff, if you just want me to keep on doing it. I got other stuff too, though. I'll be working on other stuff once I get a little bit caught up. There's an Avant over there. It's somewhere over there. Yeah, right there. Right there. It's gonna be done pretty soon. I'm gonna have that one for sale soon. So maybe someone wants a 2011 black A4 Avant.